Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
Welcome to the show.
Another week of broadcasting excellence coming up. I don't think we've quite hit 4 hours today, but we're doing another long week here.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna turn around. We're gonna turn this show around, one episode at a time.
Yeah, this is the take that's gonna really send us over the top. This is the one that's gonna get us those dick pill sponsors. I can feel it in my bones.
I can feel the sponsorships coming. I will sell you people my fleshlight without a sec. I won't even think about it.
Yeah.
I will sell people just my butthole.
How does that work? Your fleshlight? Do they do like a mold of your?
It's just a mold of my ass.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if you've ever wanted to pump out Dom's balloon knot, I mean, get those numbers up, start sending this around, and eventually you may have the opportunity to do it.
If you get the exclusive package, it includes a Nerf dart that I put in there when I was in second grade.
Just testing the waters, seeing what, still figuring it out at that age. No shame.
That comes free. You get to keep that.
Yeah, the guy who cruises around the ice cream truck in my neighborhood, he's usually got to pay about $5-10 per for one of those babies. But as a listener that gets in on the ground floor, we'll give you a 20% discount.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good deal. You should take it.
Speaking of perverts, I was doing. We talked last weekend about the teacher in our high school who did not diddle her students. She sent pictures of her pussy, I think, to her students.
Yeah.
Was that?
She was thick though.
Because I talked to my sister about this, and I was informed that we got the story horribly wrong, and opened ourselves to numerous avenues for lawsuits and whatnot. So I just want to take a moment to correct the record here.
Did we really? That'd be hilarious if we got sued over this.
That would be really funny. It'd be a good bit. That'd be like a good bit for us, is to be sued for something we said on here.
Yes, here the defendant, Mr. Antos, clearly said she took pictures of her pussy and sent them to 16-year-olds.
Which I think that's accurate, but she didn't close the deal. She never rounded third and headed for home. So
he was 17, Your Honor. This is a major.
I saw both. I saw conflicting, because I Googled it. I was curious, and I saw 16, 17. There seems to be a discrepancy in the articles. But one thing that I did notice is when you Google her name, most of what pops up is just her being a pervert,
right?
But some of what pops up is like her LinkedIn and like her Instagram and shit. And currently, she just started her own business. She's an entrepreneur. We like that. She is working
boss bitch shit.
Yeah, she is working as the head of her own LLC as a life coach. So, the woman who was fired from her teaching job is working as a life coach.
Dude, I'm gonna definitely buy her life advice.
I like to imagine just like you going to her and being like, I've been really down on my luck recently. I feel like I've just lost touch with like friends and family, and I'm just headed in a really lonely, really isolated direction, and I don't know what to do. And she's like, "Have you tried molesting a child?"
Have you tried?
No, I haven't. I don't know how that would help me any.
Have you tried sending a picture of your gooch to a 15-year-old girl?
16 or 17. Let's get the details right this time.
16 or 17. Yeah. We don't actually want to get sued.
We're setting the record straight. We're issuing a correction. This is something that the big city liberal media won't do. They won't give it to you straight like we will.
Yeah, this comes from the real American podcast right here.
Yeah. But it's wild, dude. Like, if you read on her website, I read, like, the About Me section, and she's like, first of all, she has the thing of, like, I will only work with people who are over the age of 18, because, but then she makes this, like, excuse up of, like, because, like, the nature of a life coach and their client is just intimate in nature, and, like, basically, like, it's this long-winded, flowery way of saying, it's like, I can't fuck you if you're under 18, because they're watching me. I'm on the list. So.
Yeah. If you need life advice on
if you're 19 and look a little young for your age, maybe. There's nothing in the law about looking young. I will consider you.
I mean, if you're 20, don't even fucking try.
Yeah.
You old fuck.
You geezer.
You old fuck. Get off my page.
You're like, this is a really weird, long-winded about me section, but okay, it's insulting.
It's really heavy on the age.
Yeah.
On the age aspect.
Right. I haven't gotten to the paragraph about Megan's Law yet, but I see that coming up as I start to scroll.
Yeah, in word art.
Yeah, dude. And the other thing is, because we did the bit about her last week, obviously, and we're going to do like a promo clip to try to just get like shock clicks. But we decided it was a dumb idea.
Sure.
But I was looking for pictures of her, and there's the like official like sex offender registry picture. Wait, take a photo, and like this is what the pervert looks like.
Yeah.
And she's smiling. She's giving like a Joker smile in her fucking
twisting
like
one nipple. Just like looking dead into the camera.
Yeah, in her fucking sex offender picture, she's just flashing a grin. It's like not the look.
Yeah, thumbs
up. She got the thumbs up. I did think the thumbs up were a bit much.
She was riding the high when that picture was taken.
Right. Yeah. It's like those the cabal of Hollywood pedophiles that runs our country. Am I right?
Right.
Am I right, QAnon? I really, the reason I keep bringing up QAnon is I really want somebody to like DM us and be like, thanks for bringing the truth out there, brother.
We want this to reach someone that would actually appreciate that joke.
I want one QAnon fan. Not because I think their theory has any merit. Don't clip this soundbite and make me sound like a lunatic. There's plenty of opportunity to do that,
You just want someone to forward you the weekly newsletter.
I haven't, usually we have an uncle who's he's a conspiracy, like one of those, like they're putting 5G towers in our brains guys.
Yeah.
And he used to send my dad this wild shit. My dad would forward it to me, and I haven't gotten one in a while. So I need my fix. I need my plug. Mm-hmm. And I just want one QAnon fan just so I can go down the rabbit hole and just political extremism is very interesting to me.
It is.
If you're in Black Bloc Antifa, that's fine too. I'll take that as well. They're just they don't seem as fun.
Right.
The far right extremists generally seem like they're more interesting to me.
Yeah. They really say it with their chest.
Because Cabin in the Woods is way cooler than like Apartment in Portland. I think that's kind of what it comes down to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's more to unpack there.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you. The far right is funny.
They're funnier. They are funnier.
It's much funnier.
I don't know if they're trying to be, but they do seem kind of like they're having a little bit more fun with it.
I don't think so, but when you consume that kind of stuff with like in your head it's a joke,
right,
it is much funnier.
Yeah
obviously if you take that shit seriously, then clearly it's just half of it's complete horse shit.
Because we just passed the official, I don't know if you know this or not, but Donald Trump is now president again. He was inaugurated on Friday, August 13th, according to QAnon.
What is it?
Reinstation Day or something?
Reinstation Day. Doesn't really ring well.
Which probably isn't grammatically correct, but something tells me these fuckers aren't cracking up on a thesaurus before they, pick the name of their fictional, like, events.
History will look back and change the name to, like, Independence Day or something.
The important thing to remember is that Donald Trump still has the nuclear codes.
That's all he has left.
Yeah.
It's just the nukes.
That would be funny if he's like, I'm keeping the codes. And they're like,
he wrote the codes down on his arm like they're COD GTA codes.
Yeah, like they're cheat codes. Yeah, it's like up, down, square, triangle. What if you got to be president and they just pulled out like a PS2 controller and like, this is how you launch the nukes. You got to
said triangle, square, not square, circle. Now Pakistan's on fucking fire. What are we going to do with this shit?
There's just some big general with like a little like printout of like gamefacts.com being like, okay, I'm trying to find the one for infinite ammunition. That launches the ICBMs in Arizona, I believe.
He just goes like, Corporal, you printed fucking a mini clip spreadsheet. I told you I need the codes. This is just a screenshot of mini clips. I can't play bug on a wire right now. I gotta fucking nuke North Korea.
It is funny because the government is like notoriously made up of like almost all boomers.
It's notoriously made up. It's all fake.
Sure. But it's all old dudes that are like in the government. And if you've ever worked in like an office or around boomers before, they're like hilariously inept.
Oh yeah.
About like everything and everything's like
Clueless.
technology now.
Yeah.
I think it's funny to imagine some like 5-star general like just pulling an intern aside and being like, how do I do a PDF again? Yeah, we're trying to get back in Afghanistan. We're trying to blow up the embassy or whatever. Thing is, I can't seem to get like it says my inbox is full and I don't know how do I delete the old messages?
What's a cloud? I don't understand.
We're trying to message the Contras again, do the whole Coke for Guns thing. We're trying to run it back, but I can't seem to like. How do you find the contacts? Because they're like way back from the old. So I don't know how to. And there's just like some like 22-year-old like Asian kid just being like, yeah, no, it's file export.
It's just some crazy-eyed, like gray-haired general, like the guy that from Avatar.
Yeah,
remember the bad guy from Avatar. Pretty much just looks like him, and he's just trying to post like pro-war propaganda on his Instagram story. Just can't figure it out. It's like how do I post Israel rules on my Instagram
How do I tag Raytheon again? I don't know how to do. How does the tag feature work? I'm forgetting. Oh, I have to do the ampersand. Got it.
Yeah. Can I put this Raytheon Hoops mixtape on my reels or on my story? I still don't understand.
Well, if you look at their social media, like Raytheon, I think half of it is that of just like hoop mixtapes of them just blowing up like Afghani
exploding.
villages.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hell's Bells is playing, AC/DC in the background, just a montage of explosions. And then the other half is like, we like to give back to the community. You know, here's what we're doing to improve diversity in the Raytheon family.
Yeah, we loved black women and Native American. Goddamn, do we love those? It's just like the most like on the nose like propaganda shit.
It's funny to see a video of like a predator drone strike come out from an account with like a rainbow flag avatar. It's a weird juxtaposition.
It's fun. They'll show like footage of an entire mosque exploding.
Yeah.
And then it'll cut to like an office with a bunch of monitors and just like a Filipino girl just turns in the chair and gives a thumbs up.
Septum piercing and like pink spiky mohawk.
Yeah, she's got pink spiky hair and she just gives a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raytheon. We let the gay ones push the button now sometimes too.
It's a funny image.
Yeah. But they're probably psyched over at Raytheon now because Biden's doing this cute thing where he goes like, we're getting out of Afghanistan. It's been too long.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, in order to get the troops we have out, we actually have to put more troops in just for a little while, and we actually have to put like 5,000 more in, and then we'll like,
yeah,
you don't understand, it's very complicated.
It's a cat and mouse game. You wouldn't understand.
Right. It's like when you're gambling and you're down a lot, you want to keep betting.
Right.
The more money you put in, the more money you're gonna win back. That's how it works. When you're down and you walk away, then you lose. But if you stay at the table until the sunlight comes up the next morning, that's how you make your money back. That's what we're doing here.
Well, if the troops stay in the Chinook helicopters, they're technically not on the ground.
Right.
Joe Biden's playing the equivalent of "I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you"
Yeah.
with Afghanistan.
Yeah. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out.
Why you drone striking yourself? Why are you drone striking yourself? Yeah, it's a funny game he's playing.
Yeah. It's so funny we've been playing it for 20 years.
It's so refreshing to just go on Twitter and just see the same fucking shit every day. And now the Taliban is back.
Right.
Fucking loved. I remember the Taliban when I was like 6.
That was like my dad wouldn't let me bike to the convenience store down the street because he's like, no, the Taliban will get you. Back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was right up there. It was like Ice Cream Man and Taliban. That was the two most dangerous.
They're like, no.
I remember.
They're not putting you in the vans anymore. The white vans aren't an issue. They never really were an issue. We don't know where we got that from. The Taliban, and then next up's MS-13. They're coming.
Yeah. Remember when for a couple years, pretty much they told us if you spit on the guys at the gas station, it's okay?
Yeah.
That was like
dude, growing up, they're like
2001 to 2006 was pretty much like.
They're like, do you want to be patriotic? Go steal something from your local 7-Eleven. All right? You know who's working there.
Yeah, the little things count too, you know? Everyone can do their part.
Yeah. People were just like...
It's just Uncle Sam with like pointing, like, America needs you to steal Reese's Pieces from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, go graffiti the local Valero. Show them who's boss. Spray paint an American flag on the side of the pump.
Just whenever you stop to get gas, start lighting cigarettes.
Yeah.
Freak them out a little. Let them know where they are.
Show them how America rolls.
Show them we're not scared of things going boom.
Yeah. Oh man, it was all the movies, all like the TV shows and stuff. The bad guy in every movie from like 2001 to like 2009.
Yeah, 90s. It went from 90s Russians to 2000s immediately.
Immediately.
Arabs.
Yeah, Arabs. And then occasionally they mix in a Russian just to throw you off. Like we won't get
just
too
to remind you
predictable.
that Daddy Putin's still there.
Right, they were the red herring, and then it was always just like, Al Qaeda's gonna get you. Like that show, like 24 was awesome, dude. 24 was one of the best shows.
It was crazy.
I watched it.
You've described it. I've seen a bit since you've told me about it. It is wild what they do
It's
on there.
crazy.
Matt Lauer, the most patriotic man alive.
Jack Bauer, not Matt Lauer.
Not Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer was the guy on the Today Show who was like had the button on his desk that locked the door from the inside.
Come on, close enough.
Yeah, one guy was a brave American hero who was fighting terrorism. The other was a rapist.
Yeah, one guy was putting jumper cables up to Afghani people now.
Well, the whole premise of that show, because I watched it when I was a little kid, and it was on Fox. It was on network television, and my parents were like, "Go." They're like, "Don't watch anything, just watch 24." Like my parents were totally fine.
Put down that Spanish homework and go watch 24.
Yeah.
I can hear your dad saying that.
So that was a totally
away.
like 24. I'm like 10, 12 years old. Totally, they're like, yeah, watch Jack Bauer just take a fucking jumper cable to some Muslim guy. And so that was totally cool to watch. And then I thought it was awesome when I was a kid. And then recently I rewatched it for novelty, and I was like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
It's so pro-torture.
Yeah, same time was like Reno 911.
Yeah, well, Reno 911 was like funny, and it was like making fun of like cops.
Right, everybody.
It was tongue-in-cheek.
It wasn't like a fascist cop like anti-terrorism show.
Right.
But similarly at the same time, it was like the same era.
Sure.
Where you could literally do anything on TV.
You could do anything. Some people use it for like jokes, and then 24 was like straight up, they torture somebody, they get the information, and then Jack Bauer like turns to the camera and be like, see, it works sometimes.
Hoorah!
Waterboarding isn't all that bad. Look, he's not even that hurt. He's fine.
It goes from that to like a peaceful like suburban just shot. And just like, see, this is why you can live like this. It's so
right. It was so like it could almost be a comedy now.
Yeah.
If you like watch 24, you're like, oh, this is actually like kind of funny if we didn't like completely just destroy several Middle Eastern countries in order to make this attitude possible.
Right.
If we didn't create several failed states in the Middle East, this might actually be kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, it's just like as dumb as like a lot of like that shit was, like 24, there's a lot of dumb shows.
Yeah. There's
a lot of dumb procedurals and stuff from that time too, like the mid 2000s, like 2000, I don't know, like 2003 to like 2000, like 9, 10, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of really dumb shit, but that was also when some of the best, if you think of any like fantastic comedy movie that like you look back on as like one of the funniest movies.
It was the early 2000s.
There was like, you did get some halfway decent stuff, I guess, in like the early, because when Netflix and shit came out, I feel like there was kind of like like House of Cards, the first couple of seasons of that was good.
Right.
The original Narcos. There was a few good, and then it just like fell off a cliff in like 2018.
Yeah, it turned to shit.
Not even like it was a couple years after Trump. Like people were like, let's stop putting effort into anything. Let's just make like the same 5 jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got so lazy. Everyone's scared of everything.
Right. When did Jon Stewart hang it up?
That was a while ago. That was still high school, right, for us?
I don't know.
Dude, Trevor Noah's been doing this shit for a while.
Yeah, well, you don't have an overwhelmingly positive opinion on him.
I mean, he's pro-apartheid.
Is he pro-apartheid? I don't know if I.
Let me check my book of facts real quick that I carry around with me.
I think it was.
Yeah. He was. Yep. It says right here, pro-apartheid. Okay. And also not funny.
Okay. Well,
That's the 2 bullet points.
Well, you were looking that up. I looked up. Jon Stewart retired in 2015. So yeah, it would have been the year we graduated, like our senior year of high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
which makes sense because that's kind of like
Right.
it probably started around 2016, and then like kind of the first 2 years of Trump's presidency, just steadily, because some of it was funny at first.
Right.
Like people forget that campaign Trump was funny before anyone
Dude,
thought he could win.
He was putting out gold.
Yeah, before anyone knew he actually might like pull it off, it was a great bit.
I mean, he was the number one story for like a year before he even became president.
When he was just hitting Jeb Bush off the top fucking rope during those debates.
Dude, he didn't give a fuck.
No
Back when he
fucks.
didn't give a shit because he didn't even think he was going to make it.
He didn't think he was going to win, so he was just throwing bows, yeah.
He was just having fun out there.
He was having a good time with it, you know?
Just screaming about birth certificates and ruining his own party.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
He never would be either, too. He wouldn't go like, Obama's a Muslim. He'd just go like, he'd do that thing where he'd go, I don't know. Maybe. We haven't seen it. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it.
I don't know. Maybe he's from here. Maybe he's from, somewhere dustier. I don't know.
Right. He wouldn't actually say anything, but he would give you enough where you could basically like say he said anything.
There's just guys in like fucking Carl's Jr.'s just watching the TV like, I know the answer.
Yeah.
I'll fill in the
You
blanks.
don't gotta say it.
You got it, Donnie. You just represent us. We'll fill in the blanks, Donnie. We got you.
You just tell us where Nancy Pelosi lives. We'll handle the rest, brother.
You just set up the punchline. We'll say the slur. It's all good, Donnie. We love you.
I'll use the R, baby. I'll use it.
I won't hold back.
Yeah. And it just broke everyone's brains. And now, like, people...
And then that actually worked.
Yeah, because it worked. And then everyone went, oh, my God, there are no rules. Nothing has any meaning. It's like a nihilistic teenager that finds out God isn't real when he's, like, 16. He's like, there is no meaning to life.
Yeah,
Like, it's the same kind of meltdown that everyone's having. They just realize, oh, yeah, no, it's all fake. And we're born to die. Like, it's not a good...
It just numbed everybody
Right.
pretty much.
Yeah. The thing is, when you're 16, you have like My Chemical Romance and like K2 to get through it. You can't be 35 and lighting up a bowl of salvia in your basement. You know, you got to come to that shit.
Yeah.
You got to handle that shit as a teenager. Get your existential crisis out of the way.
Yeah.
Maybe early 20s latest.
There's so many people that you see grow up, and it's so obvious that they didn't have that phase where they were just
Right.
okay with being wrong completely
Yeah.
and just being impulsive.
No, it's people who like didn't make horrible decisions in like high school and college.
Yeah.
Now are just making them as an adult, and it's like, well, who's the idiot now? Because
Yeah.
it's never good to get the police involved. But if you're getting stuffed in the back of a cop car at 16, that's one thing.
It builds character. You can't deny that.
Yeah, if they're pulling you out of your Toyota Camry at like 35, and you're just screaming like, what is this, America? I
screaming about your rights.
I voted Republican. You can't arrest me.
I saw Rodney King. I saw the footage.
Just tape him. Like, sir, you were in a school zone.
This is a real 20. You fucking unhand me. This is a real 20.
Yeah.
Just like screaming random shit. Just like,
Yeah.
sir, you needed to get this out of you way long,
Yeah.
way before
Yeah,
this.
this was something you had to like scream into your pillow, and your like girlfriend broke up to you at 17.
Yeah.
There's
Was that too much?
We'll cut it.
No, don't cut it.
snap.
It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the heat. We need to get this viewage up.
Yeah. Still haven't received any text messages. I guess no one cares. I guess we just have to keep saying more wild shit.
Yeah, what am I going to get fired?
Yeah, you're a really tough person to cancel because it's like, please get me fired.
That is true. Like, I do have this rare thing where I'm unfireable from either of my jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true at all, but let's just say that's true.
Right.
That's how I've been acting for the
They're
past year
playing
and a
this
half.
clip back in the HR office on Monday. And they're like, so you said you were unfireable.
I literally work for like a giant hospital. Like, if they even Google my name, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
They would. I handle old people. My whole job is just to be nice
Yeah.
to patients
Yeah.
that are hurt. Like, if they heard me saying these things, but in my eyes, I'm completely
Well, because they call you in.
But the best thing that could happen in my life is if I didn't have to do these two bullshit jobs.
Right.
Because I'm pretty much chained to them. That's the whole paradox of what my life has become.
Right. Because they fire you, you get unemployment. You quit, you don't get unemployment.
Right. That is true. That is true. I'm certainly not gonna quit. I'm just gonna keep acting worse and worse until I'm gonna force their hand.
The goal is the pink slip because that gets you on the unemployment line. And from what I hear, it's not too bad these days.
Dude, sometimes I just take a deep breath and like I think back to those $600 a month. Back when Donald was just tossing money out.
Yeah. When this country was in a good place. When the wall was going up.
I remember feeling zero remorse. I got a check for like $3,500.
Yeah.
Just because it all like was backed up.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is my life now.
Yeah, I earned this. This is my money.
This is my life now. You know what? Maybe I'm going to give Ty a call, see what he's up to.
Yeah.
And this is what happened. You give me a few months of unemployment.
Right.
And one other sick friend to talk to.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah. But that would be nice if I went back. Honestly, who knows? Maybe I would, get my life together.
That's how you know our country's in a great place, when you're like sitting around going like, I just feel like maybe unemployment wouldn't be the worst thing. Maybe I could just do nothing. Since doing something doesn't seem to work, maybe if I just did nothing all the time, things would go better.
I've seen too many people live way better lives on that unemployment in these past year and a half, where I have no scruples. I have no morality left.
Yeah.
Like, jealousy is taken over to the point where, like, I wouldn't embrace it at this point.
Right.
I mean, how many people have you seen that weren't doing shit? I mean, I was working fucking 6 days a week since pretty much all of COVID.
Right.
So I was watching that shit.
Well, you're a hero. You're a frontline worker. A hero's job is never over.
That is true. I mean, even when I was out of work at one job, I just worked more in the other.
Did you get hero pay? Did they give you the hero pay, like the $2 an hour of hero pay?
Yeah, they shipped me a cape, a nylon cape.
Yeah.
I tried to hang myself with it, but it was too flimsy. It was made in America.
The grocery store.
Fuck this country. Yeah. This country's bullshit. I'm going back to the Eastern Bloc. I'm fucking tired of this bullshit.
The grocery store by me, they were giving out like hero pay during COVID.
Yes.
Of any of their employees, they gave them like an extra, like, I think it was like 60 cents an hour, something like embarrassingly low. And
calling unemployed people heroes.
They're heroes, and then you read the newspaper, and they were carting like corpses out of that grocery store like every day. Before the vaccine, they were just like, I would see
just
a guy
on all the fruit,
like walking around, like, no, he would be like stocking the shelves, and then I pull up like Google, and I just see an article with his face being like, guess who's no longer with us?
No way.
Yeah, like people I would see stocking the stores, they'd just be like, he's no good. He's in the morgue now. And they're giving him like 60 cents an hour and being like, thanks for taking one for the team, buddy.
Imagine dying during like a late shift.
Yeah.
At ShopRite.
You're working the fucking deli counter.
Yeah, I mean, the dairy aisle just keeled over.
You're slicing turkey.
That's happened. That's undoubtedly happened all over this country.
You just give one good cough and just head first into the fucking cold cut display. And they're like, we got another one. Get the body bag.
They immediately just faceplant.
They throw them in the same oven where they cook the rotisserie chickens. They just start burning fucking cremating bodies in there. Gotta get rid of them somehow. It's the same thing we do with the homeless guys who OD in the bathroom. Just throw them in, seasons the chicken, and gives it a nice zesty flavor.
I mean, where do you think all the ShopRite brand stuff is made out of?
Yeah.
You think ShopRite brand jerky is? What do you think that is?
It ain't beef.
That was the bag. That was last month's bag boy.
Yeah. Right.
R.I.P. Felipe.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in for another week of our impeccable broadcasting. Follow us on Twitter.
They just keep getting better. I don't know how you think.
Yeah, no, it's clearly
home run derby over here.
I think the best is yet to come. Follow us on Twitter at the CVW Pod. Visit us online, thecouldbeworspod.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please watch on YouTube. We get like 4 views on every YouTube video, so like,
because then we'll have to start doing video, and that'll suck.
True. Well, do what you want to do, and we'll maybe see you next week. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.